What's good, y'all? I'm Jerry, about to check out 10 wrestlers who clearly had a better run in WWE than AEW. This video is by WrestleMania. One wrestler in particular will have to be Adam Cole. I feel like Adam Cole had an amazing run in NXT right before he left and to go to AEW, man. I feel like there's somebody who, if he were on the main roster and if Triple H were running things like how he's running things now, back then, maybe a year ago, Adam Cole will currently possibly be world champion right now. He's got so much potential, man. He's a great wrestler. And, man, we about to hop into the video. We're on the road to 2K subscribers, man. Let's go.
Well, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. When a talent leaves WWE in favor of AEW, they hope that they'll be given the treatment they didn't receive in WWE.
Miro, but he really didn't have a good run in
However,
WWE.
this isn't always the case. There are certain talents who have made the jump from WWE to AEW who actually had a better spot in WWE than they do at the present time in Tony Khan's promotion. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10
for one, there's too many wrestlers over there, and too many big names, and too many up-and-coming wrestlers
subscribe and
in
hit that
AEW.
notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also be sure to check out our non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 10, Shawn Spears. When Shawn Spears first joined AEW, things started off well as he entered into a feud with one of AEW's top stars in Cody Rhodes. However, it wasn't before long that Spears would be heavily moved down the card and solidified as a lower mid-card talent. So far in 2022, Spears has only wrestled on AEW's flagship show, AEW Dynamite, on 3 separate occasions, and he's lost every single one of these aforementioned matches. Now, okay, let's be fair. While Spears' WWE run as Ty Dillinger didn't exactly light the world on fire, he was certainly over, and there was certainly no arguing that. Dillinger in his 10 gimmick was really popular with fans, and he actually got some great matches, particularly during his time in NXT. It's a shame that AEW have no concrete plans for him, as he certainly has talent, but it appears that Tony Khan has no idea how to utilize him effectively. Number 9, Athena. Upon Athena's AEW debut, fans were quick to praise AEW for bringing in someone credible to the women's division. Athena had a decent run in WWE, which was highlighted by an acclaimed feud with Asuka in NXT. She was no doubt one of Triple H's favourite female stars and would have been in a strong position on television if she was still in the company. Unfortunately, Athena's AEW run has quickly lost any spark it initially had. Even though she's become a common feature on AEW programming, Athena has lost several big matches, and it looks like AEW have no plans to make her champion. In September 2022, Athena won just one single match on AEW programming. This was a match on AEW Dark Elevation, which is insanely concerning and highlights how little AEW value one of their finest female stars. Number 8, Kyle O'Reilly. Before Kyle O'Reilly made the jump to AEW, he was one of the biggest babyfaces on the NXT brand. WWE wanted him to stay. However, O'Reilly was of the belief that he would have more success in AEW, but this has yet to transpire. O'Reilly has spent most of his time in AEW playing second fiddle to Adam Cole, which is a massive waste of his talents. O'Reilly's NXT run showed everyone that O'Reilly is a top single star.
Are they partnering back up in AEW?
Simply wasted potential. Whilst his in-ring work is excellent, the AEW audience just hasn't taken to him for some reason, and his storylines have been weak and his character work has been limited at best. It also doesn't help that O'Reilly has been currently out of action with an injury, and when he eventually returns to AEW television, it'll be curious to see where he exactly fits on the show. Number 7, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is one of the most popular wrestlers that ever lace up a pair of boots. When he debuted on AEW programming, there was already concern for Hardy. Hardy had left WWE on bad terms, and it looked like he was struggling with his personal demons. Hardy has had a number of matches in AEW, including a match with the Young Bucks, which led to extensive concern for Hardy's welfare. In the summer of 2022, Hardy's AEW run would come to an extreme halt, as he was suspended following another DUI arrest. Now it's unknown when or even if Hardy will be back in the company, as AEW President Tony Khan has made it clear that Hardy needs to get the help he needs before he permits him to return to AEW programming. Number 6, Buddy Matthews. The WWE run of Buddy Matthews, aka Buddy Murphy, had a ton of special moments. From his matches with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan to his well-received partnership with Seth Rollins, he was always on the brink of major success, but there was always something holding him back. When Matthews signed for AEW in 2022, fans immediately thought of the dream matches he would have in the company. However, Buddy Matthews was placed in the House of Black stable, which has failed to have the appropriate level of writing dedicated to it to make the stable work. Now with leader Malachi Black taking a leave of absence from AEW, Matthews is in a state of limbo. There have been reports that he's unhappy in AEW and he has a right to be annoyed with his position. The former Cruiserweight champion came into AEW with so much promise, but the magic has quickly been lost. Number 5, Malachi Black. Speaking of the House of Black, Malachi Black's AEW run can be summed up in one word: underwhelming. When Black first arrived in AEW, there was excess excitement as Black is incredibly gifted and creative, and fans were excited to see what Black would do. However, his feuds and matches just felt off. His presentation has been weak and his storylines have been lackluster. As we mentioned when discussing House of Black member Buddy Matthews, Black has taken a leave of absence from AEW to concentrate on his mental health. He remains under AEW contract, but there are substantial rumors that Black wants to return to WWE. Whilst his main roster run fell flat, his NXT run was tremendous, and with Triple H now running WWE Creative, Black is definitely a name that the game would want to see.
He was one of Triple H's favorites.
Number 4, Miro. Miro, aka Rusev, had an interesting WWE career, starting off as a villain and feuding with John Cena.
He got over right before he left.
Turned into a fan favorite who would win the US title on a number of occasions, and whilst WWE certainly failed to capitalize on his popularity, Rusev without question had a better run in WWE than he has in AEW. Miro has been openly critical of his position in AEW, and he seemingly pulled it all together in relation to his character work, but there are evidently no plans from AEW to use him in an appropriate manner. Miro has started to use social media as a tool to air these frustrations, and Miro is often liking tweets which reference his poor AEW run. He would even like a tweet that outright declared that he had a better run in WWE, so it's apparent that Miro shares the consensus of the wrestling fan base. Number 3, Claudio Castagnoli.
He just came in.
Champion Cesaro, aka Claudio Castagnoli, was always moments away from the top of WWE.
That was my boy.
In 2021, he had the most successful year in WWE.
He just won a World Championship.
He win over Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38 and main eventing a pay-per-view against Roman Reigns. He departed WWE as he felt he would be a better fit for AEW. Things started off well for Cesaro, who now uses the name of Claudio Castagnoli in the promotion, as he quickly won the Ring of Honor World title, but this reign was a complete waste of time. He would only defend the title once on AEW Dynamite, and this happened to be the same match he lost the title in. He would drop the title to Chris Jericho, and now there's a major concern that he's going to disappear from TV completely. Claudio is a member of the Combat Club alongside Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson, but with Moxley once again winning the AEW World title, the status of the faction is up in the air. Number 2, Adam Cole. It's no secret that Adam Cole was one of Triple H's favourite talents.
Yes,
in fact, even though Cole is signed with AEW, he's admitted that he often texts Triple H and Shawn Michaels, which highlights just how strong the relationship is. Cole's AEW run has had its moments of brilliance, including in winning the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. However, his other storylines, including his saga with the Undisputed Elite, have been poorly executed. Cole is one of the best AEW have on the roster, but it's clear that he was brought in without a concrete plan on how to book and present his character. Currently, Cole is out of action with an injury, and when he returns, it seems likely that AEW are going to continue with the Undisputed Elite storyline, which would be an utter waste of all the talent involved. And number 1, Andrade. Andrade has made it perfectly clear over the past few months that he's unhappy in AEW. From liking tweets referencing his poor booking to retweeting tweets that criticize AEW and Tony Khan,
he want to be over there with his wife.
Andrade has just simply had enough. Andrade's AEW
he had a good run in NXT.
He's had several managers including Vicky and Chavo Guerrero, but these have failed to add anything meaningful to his character. Andrade has only secured 2 victories on AEW Dynamite in 2022, and it appears that this is unlikely to improve as 2022 rolls on. Now it goes without saying that Andrade would be thriving in WWE currently, as one of his biggest supporters, Triple H, would no doubt love to see him back, and Andrade would be able to recapture the special aura that surrounded him during his time in NXT. But there you have it, folks, 10 wrestlers who clearly had a better run in WWE than AEW. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next.
Alright, y'all, another great video, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.